What's up, guys? How we doing today?
How we doing? Hope everyone had a good holiday.
At least Thanksgiving. We still got more holiday coming, Alex.
That's true. It's not over yet.
That's the whole reason we're here today.
Yeah, the good stuff's coming. Christmas and Hanukkah, baby. You're doing it right.
Yep. Little Kwanzaa in there.
And Diwali.
Little Ramadan.
Yep.
Diwali already passed.
Okay.
I know. I've just got it. So I'm naming my list of stuff. I get gifts for all of them.
Oh.
Okay. So what does everybody celebrate? I'm a winter solstice Christmas guy myself. Alex?
Traditionally, it's always been Christmas and Hanukkah, both. I grew up with a Christmas tree in my house and everything.
Best of both worlds.
A stocking with my name on it above the fireplace, the whole 9 yards. Santa would come and drink half the milk and eat partially the cookies.
Mm-hmm. See? Just a little bit. What about you, Akira?
Just Christmas.
Just Christmas. I like being a heathen myself.
The winter solstice.
You know, all these religions stole Christmas, guys. It was just about where the sun was for a while.
True.
And we would dance under the moonlight as the shortest day of the year passed. I hate the shortest day of the year.
Yeah, right. Dark at 4:15.
Yes, I hate this part of the year because it's dark. It's dark by the time I leave the shop. So I kind of can't stand this part of the year. Yeah. But we hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I did. Plenty of food. I think I ate too many sweets, man. I just kind of fell asleep. I felt high in the morning. I felt high. I didn't.
After waking up?
Well, let's not say high. I felt hungover.
Okay, yeah.
And I didn't drink shit.
Huh.
I didn't drink nothing. I literally think I was hungover from sweet potato pie and various forms of cake.
Yams, potatoes, tomatoes.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving food,
beans,
Alex?
Tomatoes, potatoes. No, I love, you know what I love? I love the cranberry sauce in a can.
Lord have mercy.
So that when you pop it out, it has the same lines and shape as the can. I just love a good puck of cranberry. Slice me off a clean puck of cranberry sauce.
Guys, all of Thanksgivingdom, and this guy chooses the canned shit, which requires zero prep.
You don't even have to heat it up.
You don't have to do shit to it, Alex.
We did it all year round. I like it. Yeah, I stock it year round.
All right. Well, before I get upset, let's move on.
I just love a good cranberry puck when I can.
So today, guys, we have a couple of things planned. We're going to do some quick current events, which I am pretty excited for because this week was a hell of a week for news. Yeah. And then we're going to continue what we started in our last episode, which was demoing this guy, the Volcano, right?
Volcano, I'm excited.
And then we have it's going to be on. It's going to be on.
Yep.
And then we have we're just going to give you some categories of gift ideas for your holiday shopping this year. We know that, holiday shopping can be difficult, especially for people you're always buying stuff for. So we thought we would give you a few ideas for the pot smoker in your life.
Yeah. Which is probably more people than it's ever been in the past. Yeah. Like, these numbers are rising.
Oh, yeah.
All of these gifts can be purchased. I would be remiss if I did not mention all these gifts can be purchased here at the Scyfli Smoke Shop in Mount Laurel, New Jersey, on Route 73.
4201.
4201.
Church Road.
Church Road.
Yeah.
Platform 9 3/4.
I appreciate the love, guys.
4201. Yep. Come and holler. Fine quality stuff here.
Store number 8.
It is store number 8. It is store number 8. But yeah, so we're going to do a little holiday, and then we're just going to talk about our year. All right, we're approaching the end of the year. We may get one more episode in before the end of the year. I think we should do like a year-end review episode.
Absolutely.
Because
go back and watch the highlights from the previous.
We've come a long way.
Yeah.
And it'd be fun to watch some of the early, completely awful, awkward moments that we did. When the first episodes where Alex has no idea where to put his hands.
Yeah, that's the worst. And my face, anytime the camera turns on me, goes like.
So we will be doing that at some point, guys.
Terrible.
But I really want to talk about what I'm going to talk about next, current events. So, guys, was it Monday? I think Monday. Was it Monday? On Monday, a CEO gets shot outside, I believe it was the Hilton in Manhattan. Right? CEO of United Healthcare, which is one of the country's largest healthcare companies. His name was Brian Thompson. Akira, can you give me the name of this gentleman?
Brian Thompson.
Brian Thompson. That's his name.
It was Wednesday.
Wednesday. Sorry, guys. Wednesday.
Outside of the Hilton Midtown in Manhattan.
Right. So the guy gets, and it was every bit of an assassination. This guy had a silencer. This guy had timed it. He had, escape routes. He gets on his bike. He goes through Central Park, directly following the murder.
Okay, I get why it's a thing now. I'm like, I've been seeing the headlines. I'm like, why is this a thing? Yeah.
He was able. So after the shooting, he gets on that bike and he's out, right? And he goes straight to Central Park. In Central Park, somewhere he drops his bag.
Right.
He has like a bag, and he drops the bag. The bag, they find out, has Monopoly money in it.
Okay.
For some reason.
And no gun. I saw that.
Because we live in a
today.
society, that's why.
We do. We do live in a society. But the bullets, okay, the 3 bullets or 3 shell casings that they discovered had 3 words. Deny. Akira, can you find the 3 phrases on that? I should have done my homework, guys. But there's 3 words on these casings, and they reference a book that is also about insurance.
Huh. Do you think it was a very desperate cover-up to try to make it look like a disgruntled insurance person, or was it like a high-level hit of a CEO and of an American money?
Deny, defend, depose.
Okay, yeah, deny, defend, depose. And that book, that is referencing a book called Delay, Deny, Defend. Okay. Delay, Deny, Defend was written a few years back by a guy that was trying to expose all the malfeasance in the healthcare industry, insurance industry. Guys, there's so much bullshit going on in the health insurance industry in America that one can understand the why one would be upset, right? So watch this story, guys. Law and Order episode, Dateline episode, unfolding in front of our eyes. Obviously, we don't like the fact that somebody has passed away over this, but
I would not say passed away. That sounds
right,
gentle.
like it happened naturally. Well, we don't like the fact that somebody has died over this, but guys, this is going to be more common, right? As the wealth gap in this country continues to grow, people get upset, man. And when you don't give them any outlets, right? Voting's not working, the legislation's not working. Given no way to change your circumstances, what do? You lash out, right?
It's like Batman.
It is.
Yeah.
It is like Batman. And what did they? Yeah.
And the ones that get attacked are the ones that just make ridiculous amounts of money, like the bloated healthcare industry, like the oil industry, stuff like that, where it's just like, just funny money that could take care of the whole rest of us. It's a shame. Yeah.
Well, it can be said that the people that are responsible for the healthcare and denying you and setting cost levels and shit, that these people affect lives, right? They don't directly kill anybody, but their decisions might lead to somebody's early demise, right? Yep. And it's clear that you don't need to make several $1 million a year to live, but they pay these people way too much money. I am going to stop myself from going on a rant.
Yeah. Well, the insurance is the oldest thing in the book. It's like, oh, well, hopefully you don't fall off a cliff, right? Like, God forbid you fall off a cliff. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, well, I don't want to fall off a cliff. Please.
God forbid you trip in a ninja room and you tear your ACL. Your other ACL.
All right, guys. Yeah. Akira has torn her ACL.
Again.
And
not again. The other one.
The other one. Okay, this is the opposite foot. And so she's now hobbling again. I think probably at least a half, maybe an entire year of the time I've known Akira, she's been nursing some injury.
I hope I'm not.
The entire, at least 365 days of us knowing each other, you have been nursing an industry. An industry. Why do I keep saying
it's because you said
She's
industry, like
industry.
the insurance industry. I'm pretty sure you said that.
The medical injury insurance industry.
I know all about United Healthcare.
You do now because she
well, they pay for my other surgery.
Oh, wow.
Last year they paid for that surgery. This year it'll be AmeriHealth.
Yeah. I mean, health insurance is something every single American will need at some point. Mm. And it's really up to us.
Sorry.
No.
Or just affordable health.
Affordable's fine too.
Yeah, like in other countries it's like, very easy. Like everyone just has it and it's affordable, you know what I mean? Whereas we're just like...
Yes. It may take you a while. Like, Canada, for instance, healthcare is generally free, right? But
it's slow, but it's free.
slow, right? But you got to get in line, and there's a downside to generally free healthcare, right? You gotta wait in line, but at least it doesn't bankrupt you. At least you don't have to watch your parents die because of not having enough money, right?
My boyfriend's brother, he had a daughter that I think it was a daughter. She was in the NICU for 3 months. $1.1 million.
Yeah. Right, how are you supposed to? How is one supposed to even think about paying that? So, my point with all of this is, guys, that things need to change in this particular industry, and the way things are the cause of this man's death. Okay, just simple. The way things are the cause of this gentleman's death. So,
or was it a high level plot?
Well,
by a cabal of
this will be on a Netflix documentary at some point. Netflix 2020. We will all get to see this.
Probably crazy soon too. They do these things fast. I'm
like the Gabby Petito thing. That was like you blinked and it already had a thing.
Yeah.
It was literally like 3 months after. It was crazy.
They'll make a good one on this.
Too soon, Netflix.
Because listen, I hope this guy is intriguing as it seems he is. Because who knows if it's just one guy? This could be some crazy cabal.
Right. Cabal, there it is.
But
an industry full of cabals. The cabal industry is suffering right now. But Akira's been nursing it. No.
But my point is that I've been watching this since it occurred. Like I knew within an hour, and I haven't been able to stop watching. So anyway, all right, guys. So the holidays are coming, and we started last week talking about my friend here from Stores and Bickle, Mr. Volcano. Right. Guys, I love this thing.
Yeah.
I love this thing. It's 1998, I think we said, right, Akira's first prototype.
And we looked at the prototype we showed it on the last episode. Yeah, the picture of the prototype, and it was a lot
refresher.
simpler.
There you go.
Prototype.
There's the prototype.
Here's
Wood.
Mr. Stores and Bickle.
Oh, Stores and Bickle.
Yep.
Marcus Stores and Jig and Bickle.
Yep. Yep. These are the guys you want building your stuff, man.
Schematic. Mr. Stores in his workshop.
Yeah. And guys, this is the Volcano and many Stores and Bickle products are medical grade, so that means that they can be used in a hospital. And we talked about planned obsolescence last episode, right? Planned obsolescence is the intention for a piece of consumer electronics to break early so that consumer has to rebuy that or pay that same company to repair or something.
Like a car.
Like
you know what I mean? They want your car to break down eventually, so you got to, if they made it perfect, which they can do, they can make a car that lasts forever, but they don't want to.
Yeah, they can. We are far advanced enough that we can build things that you would not have to purchase more than once in a lifetime. Many of the things that we actually do end up purchasing over and over and over again. One of them being vaporizers, right?
Toothbrushes.
Now a toothbrush.
Please
fiber.
Change your toothbrush every 3 months.
Yes. Yuck.
I'm going for a record on. No, I'm just playing.
Could you imagine?
A short record, 5 weeks.
You are literally just putting a petri dish in your mouth after 3 months. And you're just seeing what grows in your bathroom and shoving it in your mouth every
particles.
Morning. Exactly.
Doo-doo particles.
It's disgusting, but possible. Change your goddamn toothbrush.
I have a Steripod case on mine. I'm scared of the doo-doo particles on my toothbrush.
We know that you are pretty bad with that stuff, so we know that you have some probably sealed hermetic case for your...
I was going to say, what do you mean I got a problem with the doo-doo?
With its own separate power source.
I was thinking about getting a UV cleaner, but I didn't get it yet.
Slightly unnecessary.
UV and ultrasonic.
Slightly unnecessary.
I'll just lay it in the sun.
Hermetically sealed.
So, guys, while I'm just chatting here with you, we're going to go ahead and do a little Volcano run, right?
Nice.
This is the latest iteration of the Volcano. It's black, and
it's cool. Solid metal.
It's been through a fair bit of part upgrades over the years. The one I got in 2003, the first one, is very similar to this, but the internals have been upgraded. I mean, it's 20 years later. So they've upgraded a lot of the internals, and they've also kind of had several different iterations. Like they have the hybrid one, which has a hose that you can use a hose instead of the bag with. There's a digital one where it's all a digital readout on the front.
There's a gold-plated one.
There's certainly a gold-plated one. A
Luffy one.
And this is what they call the classic. It's black. Normally it would be silver, but this is what the classic looks like. And I prefer the classic. Not a big fan of all the bells and whistles, right? So Akira is going to help me with my mic because I'm no idea what I'm doing. Thank you.
Yeah. I learned from a Philadelphia cultural icon, Keith from up the block. Well, it should point.
You told me that one of your first lessons was where to place your mic when you started comedy.
Yes. I was at my very first open mic ever, and this lady and I had been talking like, oh, we're so nervous. It's our first time. It was at Punchline, big comedy club.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes up there, and she did her 5 minutes, but the mic was all over the place. Like, she was talking like this and over here. You know what I mean? And then it was like over here. And no, I couldn't hear a literal word she said. But she was up there doing her thing, man. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh, okay. Definitely got to lock that baby
First
in.
lesson.
Yeah. So I just hold my arm right here, and I just find myself everywhere I go when I'm on stage. I just go like this with it, and it just kind of stays there by default.
And eventually it's like second nature, which I'll never be doing.
So, Mark, where do you put the weed?
The weed. All right. So if you guys were just watching me, right here and open here. So this little, what would I call this? It's where you pack the Volcano. A chamber. There we go. And it's basically two pieces. It's a plastic bottom base where the actual flower goes, and then you have the top part where you attach your bag. Once you take your freshly ground bud in there.
About how much does that take, you think, a little?
This is probably somewhere around 0.75 grams. Okay. A little less than a gram, but around a gram.
Okay.
It packs a good bit. And the thing about the Volcano is it's a gradual process, so you shouldn't expect to get high really fast. With the Volcano, you should expect to get high, but not after your first hit from the bag, right? It's, vaporizing in general takes longer.
Oh, why?
Well, you're getting less delivery per, inhale of air, right? Okay. With smoking, you're actually getting a ton all at once, but you're also destroying some of this THC with the fire, and you're losing a lot of it to the ambient air because as it's smoking, all of that is stuff you could be inhaling.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right? So smoking is the fastest way to get a inhaled amount into your body, but the vapor...
You're like sipping on it.
Well, the vapor is a cleaner high, and it takes longer, but you're getting more delivery over time. So as you'll see us do this, a good vape session can take 10, 15 minutes, and it's continuously just inhaling, exhaling, and it takes time to get there, right? With smoking, you do a couple puffs, and sometimes you're good. But with this, you got to go through it and keep doing it until you get to where you want to be. But when you do get there, you've gotten more THC out of that bud than the same amount put into a pipe.
Better bang for your buck, or
there you go.
A smarter high.
That's good.
I like what you did there.
That was excellent.
Smarter.
So I was really hoping that this bag would not be annoying as fuck as I blew it up. So if you might, need to mute this part because the bag is the loudest part of this whole process.
Yep. If you do mute, try to read my lips, right?
So there is a little gauge on the front of this, and that's your numbers. There are numbers around, and you basically turn it to what number you want. You can turn it up as high as you want. It won't burn anything. And the rule of thumb is the higher the temperature, the more delivery of THC you're getting.
Okay.
Now,
but it burns it quicker, I'll bet, right? It consumes it up quicker?
It consumes it quicker at a higher temp, yes. But,
wow.
It's like popcorn.
Yeah, look at this thing.
As you can see, once it's up, you click it off there. Mm-hmm. And then you take a little mouthpiece, which comes with it, and you just pop it on like so.
Okay.
Boop, and you do one of these guys.
Wow. I can smell it. Can't wait to do this on camera.
Now, my lung capacity...
Bro's got iron lungs, dude.
Well, I've been doing this a very long time, and one of the first things that I figured out how to do was to take really big hits. Akira, would you like some?
Figured out. I was like, I figured it out, guys.
So now, how many times will this blow up that little bag? A bunch. Honestly, you will be high before the vapor stops coming out of this thing. Because look, I can just turn it on.
I just turn it on and it just flows into the room.
Just
and we just walk around and
go about it. You can't really see it, but you see it.
Yeah.
You see that vapor there. So it will blow up a bunch of these. And back in the day, 2003 or so, you could get a whole room of people high with this thing. Like the volcano.
Oh, I still have the pictures. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that is basically that's basically what my apartment used to look like. I am the guy with the glasses with the Medi-Cali shirt between these two very high white girls.
With a Medi-Cali shirt too.
That is me.
That's
but
funny.
But the point is, guys, the bag in the background, you can make it as large as you want. So say you want to get a whole room of people high. You make a bag as long as you want, you blow the thing up, and you pass it around. Now, the vapor will not last forever. Eventually, it will dissipate. So I'd say you have maybe a 2 to 3 minute window to get it all inhaled before you want to do it again.
Okay. And this amount that you put in there will last for multiple bag fills?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now I'm breaking my own rules going away from what? Yeah.
You know, we're going to do it again. Because I want to lose my place. Because, guys, as I keep on inhaling this shit, quality of my speech is going to go down. It's one of the first things that happens to me when I start smoking a bunch of weed is I start stuttering, stammering, forgetting my place.
But then you reach that point where it all just flows and makes sense. No,
I don't reach.
No, I get angry because it's like, all right,
or you get anxious. And you think about things you've done in the past, like, oh my god, that was embarrassing.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll be high by myself in the basement, and then I'll have to go get something from my car at night.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have like this really bright flashlight. I'm like,
what is
sure there's no aliens.
Those are.
Like, do you live in the woods or something like that?
Yeah, there's woods like right there.
Those are high adventures. You're supposed to have fun.
By myself in the dark.
Yes,
in the
it's the best time. Bring your cat.
No, I can't. You can't trust these cats. The one cat, he goes to the same spot every time. He like darts out the door and goes to the like little walkway in front of the front of the house.
What is he like? Look at the wall.
No, he like drops and he like rubs his fur all over the dirt. He likes getting dirty. It's really weird. But then the other cat, he doesn't know the outside that well. I mean, he came from the outside. We rescued him from the woods, literally right there.
Okay.
But
the Marlton Woods,
the Black Run.
Oh, right, you're down there.
Yeah.
So like almost the Pine Barrens.
It is the cusp of the Pine Barrens.
On the cusp of the Barrens. So could it be a Jersey Devil then, your cat?
I didn't think about that, but now
Possible.
What the fuck is a Jersey Devil?
You don't know what that is?
Jabberwock.
It's the 13th child of, I forget their names, but of this like old ancient Victorian, not ancient, but the Victorian family.
Ross Glenallen
some inbred.
and Harriet?
So is it like an inbred Jersey monster?
So it was the 13th child, and the mom was like, I don't want this kid, and then cursed it, and then it like once it came out, it like shot up the chimney and like wreaked havoc.
You did a reverse Santa, and that's how you knew it was going to be a devilish figure.
So when the baby was born, he went to the fireplace.
All right, now we're on a tangent.
And shot up the chimney. What the shit are you people talking about? And give me a picture of this thing.
All right, hold on.
I heard, so I got to, I'll tell you my Jersey Devil story. I had a thing when I was young. I got freaked out a little bit by stories about the Jersey Devil.
Please, go on.
From someone that I trusted.
Please go on. I love this story already.
Well, I used to play the clarinet, right?
Of course you did.
I played the clarinet and then the saxophone because I switched.
Look like you played the clarinet.
I switched away from the clarinet because it was too girly. It was me and a bunch of girls playing the clarinet, and I was like, "This is a damn girly instrument," and Squidward plays it.
That's what I was about to say.
And just because I look like handsome Squidward doesn't mean that I gotta play the.
I played the viola for like 3 weeks.
I played
viola's interesting.
The violin. Not for a full year because I moved, but like for like 3rd grade, almost all of 3rd grade. Not 3rd grade, 4th grade. Sorry.
At least you tried.
No, wait. No, it was 3rd grade. Sorry.
Wait. So anyway, I had this clarinet
Jersey
teacher.
Devil.
Doesn't
Jersey
matter.
Devil.
Yeah,
The Jersey Devil. I had this clarinet teacher, and he was like an eccentric dude. He had a bald middle of the head, pale white guy, bald middle of the head, red fiery hair around. He looked like a character from Zelda, maybe one of those haircuts.
I'm thinking dwarf.
Right, or one of the
Ginger.
Gorons. He was half Goron. This guy from Goron Mountain, and but he was an eccentric dude. He would wear purple vest with like gem buttons and stuff. He was an eccentric kind of dude, right? He said that he told me one time, he was like, Alex, I live in the Pine Barrens, and on my neighbor's house and on my house on our rooftops, these things come and they dance. They're like little, he said they're called Jabberwockies, and they only live in the Pine Barrens in New Jersey.
Jabberwockies are a dance crew.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, they named after this mythical creature, this little baby creature. It's like a devil with a tail and then little wings, and it can fly.
Okay.
And they get together and they dance on top of people's roofs. And he said him and his neighbor had both seen it. Problem was, I was like 8 years old or 7 maybe at the time. No. I was probably like 9 or 10 years old at the time, and
still lacking good judgment.
Yeah, I was just like, holy shit! Like they dance on people's roofs, and he saw it. Like my clarinet teacher freaking saw it.
Yeah, the whole cryptid thing. I tend to be kind of interested in.
You like Cthulhu, but not the guy who made it. Also, here's Jersey Devil.
Cryptid. Okay, see, that's a big old job. That's a big job.
Wait, so this was somebody's 13th child.
Yes, it was the Leeds family.
So bestiality comes to mind.
No. The Jersey Devil is said to be the 13th child of Mother Leeds, a resident of Estelville, where she learned she was pregnant for the 13th time. She cursed the child, wishing the devil would take it away. And when it was born, it turned into that creature and shot up the chimney and like ate a bunch of people.
You see its tail?
This thing looks ridiculous.
It is said to live in the wetlands during the day and come out at night to scare people. It is said to raid farms and chicken coops, destroy crops, and kill animals.
Yeah. Well,
this fucking thing is ridiculous.
Does it have human hands and 2 rear hooves?
Goat head, bat wings, hooves, and forked tail. It is said to be very ugly.
This is by far
a trifurcated
glowing
tail.
red eyes and a screech.
This is by far the most useless fucking animal.
Don't be mean to him.
Oh my God, is it here? No.
Listen, I'm the one who lives near it.
Oh God.
And apparently there's more. It's asexual reproduction. It uses budding. So it buds off its little offspring, and then they dance together on my clarinet teacher's roof. And his neighbor is an old woman, so you know it's an honest woman. Old people are honest.
That picture was ridiculous.
I'll bet you there's a million images of the Jersey Devil. We should find like.
No, this is like the standard.
That's like the
yeah. The standard, like this, like when you look up Jersey Devil, that's what it is. It's basically this weird goat creature with wings.
Yeah, they could have done that thing a little better. Whatever.
I wonder what a Jabberwocky looks like.
Anyway,
not the dance crew. It's from South Korea.
Since we're
oh, they're South Korean. I didn't know that.
Or maybe I don't know if they're South Korean. Shoot, if they're not, that's gonna be bad.
These two are just having a total.
Sorry, we got an episode of
Jabberwockies.
It's like they live in Oregon and the Pine Barrens, and also Antarctica and a little bit in England. That's what he's
a little bit of it.
A little bit.
And a little bit in England. They've been sighted in northern England.
Maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, maybe. But the rest of them, Oregon, Pine Barrens, Greenland.
Holiday gift ideas for stoners, guys.
Nice. No, this is exciting because this is, like I said, it applies to more and more people than ever.
Yeah.
And you have a store full of great stuff here that fits this perfectly. So in all price ranges, I imagine, as I know.
I really struggle with gifts when it comes down to it, and my ADHD doesn't make it any easier because I'm generally going to wait until there is no time left, which is usually Christmas Eve, and then start panic buying what I can, and then panic wrapping, which is just balling it up. Or a lot of the times I'll buy gift bags, and I'll just gift bags are easy because you don't have to wrap.
Yeah, you got your family. You and your mom love. Well, your mom loves gifts.
Yeah, we're all about the gift bags.
See, I love a good I learned how to wrap a gift nicely, so I like to have it be like a perfectly wrapped gift. But then it ends up taking too much. You can't do them all like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's so funny you said that. The way you started that, one of my early jokes started like that. Like, I'm a terrible gift giver, man. Yeah. I used to be the worst gift giver. I swear. And I still tell a variation of it, but that's just funny. The way you said it exactly, it was like, to start my joke.
I wish we could just go back in time and see that first set. I give terrible gifts.
that turned into one of my best ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your best bits.
Yeah, that one of my most stable bits anyway, yeah.
Well, you're in the development stage now. You got to try it out in the wild, see what happens.
Yeah.
So our first category on our holiday gift ideas for Stoners.
So you have all your gifts left to buy, basically?
Oh, I ain't bought shit.
Okay, I have a couple left to buy. I bought most of them. I'm getting better at this, but used to be a terrible gift.
There's two people that I care about. Well, okay, there's a few. My wife,
your mom,
my mom, and my mother-in-law. That's really it. And my stepmom. We try to get some of her for too. But after that, you may or may not get a gift, guys. It depends on how I'm feeling this year. Under $10. Ooh, that is a
what the heck?
I messed this slide up because the rest aren't like that. But I hope I didn't blind you guys. Under $10, right? You need something for under $10. It's just not a. There's a
stocking stuffer.
Yes, that's exactly the word I was looking for. When you're looking for, something under $10, it's usually a stocking stuffer. Maybe you have, a group of adult kids or, parents that are trying out weed for the first time. This is a great way to give them kind of just little everyday items that are good for smokers, like a plastic grinder, papers, maybe a cheap rolling tray. There's a lot in this. There's a lot in this category, and I suggest, guys, you could even do like a holiday gathering with friends, and you can do a gift exchange and just make it all weed gifts or something like that. Cool. To do something themed, because
the green elephant.
Who wants more? Who wants more regular Christmas gifts when you could have weed gifts instead? Right. So yeah, the under $10 category is almost everything you find in a smoke shop. When the stuff on the counters, lighters, cheap chillums, incense. You could come in here and get something for under $10 very quickly. So if it's that you're looking for, any smoke shop will probably be able to serve you something quick like that, guys.
Incense is such an old school stoner thing.
You can get 50 incense sticks, individual sticks, for $10 if you wanted to.
Yeah, you can get 50 smelly sticks. Wow. 50 good smelling sticks.
Gingerbread, wildberry.
I helped build that display that we have.
She did.
It's so cool.
She did.
This is a great store. You guys have
you
like
should
a great
come in
range
and
of stuff.
you could do the
But as you're about to see, even like from the bottom price to the high level prices, like it's got all the good stuff here.
Under $20. Okay. While these two just chatted up.
Bumping it up to 20.
Under 20. So, what's our next category? I actually have some of these made little slides for guys. So under 20, what are you gonna get for under $20? All right, or 25? Is it 20? It's 25.
I think it's 25.
I think it's 25.
$25.
So let's redo this. That actually says under 25, right? Yeah, totally. Okay. So I had a couple things. This candle and odor spray. Okay. All right. We got any smoke shop is going to have lots of candles, lots of odor spray, guys. So, scent control is a great gift because everybody needs it, right? We can't just all blaze up where we want to with no regard for our neighbors.
Question: should you spray and light before smoking or after smoking?
Usually you're going to want to do it before with certain things, like a candle, for instance. With a candle, you definitely want to light it, like, I'd say 10 minutes before your session's coming.
You got to let that permeate.
Really
marinate.
Permeate's a good word.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you definitely want to...
similar to doo-doo particles in a bathroom.
Right.
Sorry.
They do not smell like doo-doo, though. They are very beautiful scents.
The opposite, yeah.
There's cherry. There's the top flavor is Dragon's Blood.
Doo-doo candles.
Okay, I watched this show. This guy, he made a candle that smelled like his butthole.
Oh wow!
Jesus.
He's a talented candle maker. Then.
Because he made it was a parody candle after
that is just
Gwyneth
vile.
Paltrow's Goop, the Goop candle.
Stop it!
Are you aware?
No.
Oh well.
It smells like my lady part. It says I don't like saying the word. Yep.
This is.
But it smelled like flowers or something. But his candle smells like a butthole. No, it smells like butt. Like
right, actually. I was like, that guy's own unique butthole.
Yeah.
Yeah. You too.
That's insane.
Shout out to the H3 podcast.
You guys are killing me. You guys are killing me.
Not one of those butthole podcasts.
How do we get to the buttholes?
The doo-doo particles in the toothbrush. Okay.
God.
Moving on.
All right, so next one. Chillums and pipes. Chillums and small pipes, actually, guys.
Which I've bought here many a time because they always break, right? They always break, and you or you lose it, or the cops take it, or whatever.
Well,
and I've had a couple taken by the cops.
My rule of thumb with pipes that you're going to be using often and traveling with is buy something under $25.
Yeah.
Because, it's going to break, and you don't want to be upset with that. So always kind of, purchase for your activity level.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't take special pipes out the house, and they still break.
But you have a special place for you do it in that special place, and it's like a nice piece to have there. You don't want to be walking around with it. Yeah,
still gonna break.
Yeah. Another question.
Go ahead.
How do you pack a chillum? How does one use that?
All right. So with chillums, which I have one right here in front of me. So with a chillum, depending on how the thing about a chillum is if it's directionally sensitive, right? So if you're pointing it down, your flower might fall out, right? So you always want to hold your chillum kind of vertical that when you're packing it, and if you can manage to pack it tight enough so it doesn't fall out, right? But that's not always possible. So once you got it packed, you're going to want to generally keep it up like that, and you're just going to light it. And what people used to do is create a little smoke hole themselves, right? Like just making a little valve. But you can also just put your lips up to it or whatever you want to do. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Chillums are not always as easy to use as they look because they can be kind of funky.
Yep. But it's just like a bowl or a pipe, except it's in a vertical. Like that's what makes it a
it's
chillum,
like a tube.
Right? A tube.
Yeah, it's a straight pipe.
But a steam
There's
roller.
no carb.
Right, yeah.
It's carbless.
But those are good because I have friends that always I wish I had a chillum, in this situation or that one just for a quick something. And it is,
Because you can generally travel with a chillum. And,
with it.
It's easy to kind of take care of. But, okay, so the next category's got a few more things in it. What is that? What's the next category? Under 50.
Oh, that opens up our options a lot.
Oh, yeah. There's more numerous. I think this one is one of our more numerous ones. I had to actually trim this category down. It was getting so big. But, guys, in this category this year especially, I'm seeing a ton of stuff like this. The iGrow can.
Oh, I'm fascinated by this, actually.
This is the iGrow can here.
Yeah.
And it is from a company called Royal Queen Seeds. And they are a Dutch company. I believe they're out of Amsterdam, but they have a highly sought-after seed bank. They have a lot of good genetics that have been collated over some time. So this particular product is an all-in-one grow kit, right? It has the nutrients, it's got the soil medium, it's got the actual seeds in it. So it's really easy to set up. The directions are right in there. And I think you could probably have something in 60 days, 60, 70 days, you'll be approaching harvest. So it's a good first time grow experience, because it's once you are kind of going to do this seriously, it's going to take a pretty good investment, right? And you want to make sure it's something that you want to do, because the one thing I know about growing cannabis is it is labor and knowledge intensive. Have you ever tried to grow?
No.
It's a difficult process, man.
I have friends that have and have successfully grown it, and some not, but. Yeah,
I've killed every weed plant I've ever tried to grow. I don't have the attendance of anything except like maybe
You're not
my
a green
cats.
thumb.
I'm not a green thumb, but I can't attend to a plant as often as it needs to. I forget, and I might forget for a couple days. It's just not my thing.
But supposedly this thing is like you just add water, right? Like just add water,
yeah,
and you have
a
real harvestable real weed plant some 2-ish 3 months later, whatever it is. Like that's insane. Like that's insane.
Yeah.
People don't realize this is fascinating to me. Royal Kush just add water to this can, and you have a functional weed plant that you can pick from.
And this is an auto flower, this particular strain. So auto flower means you don't have to mess with your light timing as much.
Which is the whole thing about growing weed, right? You have to mess with the lights, and you have to have the pH.
Can you open it?
Yeah, I can open it. Yeah.
How is this legal? It's legal to sell seeds, right?
It's legal to sell seeds. But
Okay,
as soon as you actually start growing this, you're in what I'd like to call a gray area.
Okay.
Because it's not necessarily legal, but it's not, illegal to actually do the selling.
Right.
It will be soon.
Or to even have it, right? Like to possess a weed plant these days.
Oh, yeah. If you're actually growing something and you don't have the, proper permits or whatever, it's technically illegal. But you got a seed in here, guys.
Nice.
You got your kind of nutrient
puck.
Yeah, this is where all of your soil and everything is. You get an information and instruction guide, and you actually have these are your nutrients here, right? Yeah, this is your fertilizer cool. Here. And this is your seed pod. So this is where you're actually going to germinate.
That's where you begin. You put the little seed and it begins to grow little sprouts, and then you plant it in the.
Yeah, you can. There are several ways to germinate them, but the easiest way is called the paper towel method.
Yeah, I've heard of the paper towel. You put it in a drawer or something like that, in a wet paper towel.
Yep, and that'll get it going in 3 or 4 days. But the growing experience is fun, guys. So don't be afraid. Yeah. And for a small investment, you can now do this in the comfort of your own home.
Yeah, I find it super fascinating. That's like, it's never been as accessible as something like this before.
So, guys, you might be able to find this at, your smoke shop around you. Not everybody is close enough to Scyfli to find it. So, find one around you if you can't get to us. Also, seeds, very simple. Seeds in general, they are readily available on the internet, especially now. You can get seeds from all over the world now, guys. So if you're craving a particular strain, or you're remembering a particular strain, or you just want to try your hand at growing, you
want to make a new one yourself.
If you're interested in breeding your own strain, it's all within your grasp. You just gotta educate yourself, and that's half the game is just learning how to do this stuff, because it takes a while, a lot of experimentation, a lot of failure, like anything else. So world's your oyster. What else we got in the category, Alex? Alex, do you like to roll, or do you use cones more? When you smoke a paper, what do you prefer? What's your
these days? A cone.
A cone. Okay.
Yeah, these days it's a cone, but I used to like rolling joints and stuff like that, just because I was always very good at it. Not to toot my own.
So you can roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've always been terrible at rolling. I don't
Twist
know.
Pearls. Yeah, they used to call it the NJB, the New Jersey blunt in Kentucky, because it was conical and nice and perfect, packed evenly.
That's what they called it in Kentucky, huh?
God, sometimes you ever smoked like a blunt that somebody rolled and you can tell like they didn't brush their teeth that morning.
Oh God,
no,
it's nasty. Yeah, like I remember. So I'm just like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna roll it, because I always use as little saliva as possible. Like that's the key. Like just make it moist enough to where it sticks.
That is
you don't
just
be like,
foul.
Whack, and then it doesn't stick. So you're like,
that literally makes me unhappy. Sorry. Just the thought of that.
That was disgusting.
That is, yeah. And that's what made me start. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do this, guys. Like, pass it to me.
I don't think I could ever hang out with that person again.
Because you're sharing with them too.
Like, looks like
but I would never be able to. It would just be
Tyler. Not actually a guy called Tyler.
Thank you for grossing us all out, Mr. Alex.
Don't find Tyler Sanders online and ask him why he didn't brush his. No, it's not the right guy. Oh, I just use Sanders, and that's like as a random last name, but it's your last name.
It's like, who the fuck is Tyler?
My cousin Tyler. Shit, I've got a cousin Tyler. See what I'm saying? I keep trying to do random ones. I've actually got a cousin Tyler. Shout out cousin Tyler.
Shout out to cousin Tyler. Yeah. So guys, the reason I even talked about cones and joints is our next category, our next item, raw 6-shooter cone filler.
Oh, another cool one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mark has shown me this before. This is pretty dope.
Yeah, so the 6-shooter is basically a way to roll 6 cones at once. It's it's a pretty easy device. So once you figure out how to use it, you can probably fill 6 cones in, I don't know, 3 to 4 minutes. So, say you got people coming over, or you want to pack a bunch for vacation or something. This is going to save you a lot of time. Right, so it is great for your concerts,
like
anything where you would need a bunch of them. So for any of you people that have a friend or family member that is into pre-rolls, excellent option. It's the 6-shooter cone filler.
And who isn't into pre-rolls? You know what I mean? So that's a good bet.
Well, it makes weed so accessible. I mean, that's why pre-rolls are the most sold product in the Jersey market.
Is that right?
now.
Wow.
I don't even get
awesome.
like bud anymore. If I get weed, then I'll get pre-rolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then, do you prefer pods then? So like on top of that, like just carts?
I don't like carts, but I like the disposables. Like I like the
Fernway.
I like the Fernway. What's it called? The build of the actual device. Because like when I used to work here, we had a bunch of different vapes, and I learned the different
styles,
like bodies and batteries and all that.
Yep. And Jersey's getting a lot of. The thing about pre-rolls for me, guys, is they are an easy way for a company to make money with the leftovers.
Yes, for sure.
Right. So for me, they're usually, they take what's fallen and, the stuff that the leftover from packaging. That's generally what when I think about a pre-roll, that's what I think I'm smoking, this shit they sweeped off the floor. So I don't know.
They sell shake though now too, like little shake, canisters and stuff.
Yeah.
Some of it's a really low percentage. You could tell it's like swept off the floor. It's like 17% or something.
Yeah.
Like
Sometimes if you're lucky, you can get a seed.
Yeah. Oh no, I find seeds all the time in commercial stuff, because it's gonna happen. So I used to save them actually, and I always told myself I was gonna one day just take all of them and grow them in some field, but we'll see if that ever
chuck
happens.
them in someone's field.
But they are a really good way to. I just completely lost my thought.
Oh.
What was I talking about?
What were we talking about?
I don't know. I'm doing research.
Jesus Christ, everybody's high. Oh, yeah, the 6-shooter.
Yeah. And why wait? Like for a concert, I've had times where you're twisting up before and you're like, oh, this is
pre-rolls
forever. Yeah. Oh, that's what we were talking about, pre-rolls. And plus, they're not cost effective. Like it's $38 for a 5-pack or something like that. You might as well just buy flour.
Well, it's the convenience. The pre-rolls are a cannabis convenience product. That's where I lost my place. But I consider them a cannabis convenience product. It's convenient for the grower as well as the buyer. So it does serve a purpose. So there's nothing wrong with it. So our next under 50 category, guys, our product is the travel dab kit. All right. So concentrate is growing like crazy. The market itself, it seems to be everywhere in terms of advertising. Yeah. People are just experiencing it. I get a lot of questions. I'd get tons of questions about dabs.
I'm curious about dabs as well. I feel like everybody.
Yeah. Well, I've done a couple videos about the dab tutorials. I think we've done a few of those. If you can remember what's linked.
I think that was the first video, like first actual video, not an intro video.
Let's see if we can't link that at the bottom. So
how to dab.
Alex, point to your.
Yes,
your
just
left.
point, and that's where we'll put the video link. Yeah, put the link
Yep.
there. But it might be time to update that video, since now we have a different format. So it might be a good idea to fix that. Alex, I think it's gone away at this point.
Just randomly tell me point.
But I have one here. This is the travel dab kit. Right here, and this is from, I think someone's from Honey Bee Herb, which is a company that I've bought stuff from for a long time.
Cool.
But it basically has a banger, a tool, a carb cap, everything you need to dab. All it doesn't have is the actual torch, which you're going to need.
Wait, did you say banger?
Yeah, bangers.
Banger.
I barely knew her.
Oh, Jesus. What is it? What is it? 2003?
It was a two-step joke.
Oh my god, the camera was like bugging out for a second. It started shaking.
Well, I think you're looking at the wire there. Anyway, so the next category, guys, I got a couple more $50 ones. Next, we got the wooden pipes. Oh. Now, these, I really like these. And Akira, you have these in the shot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the wooden pipes are by a friend of mine. His name's Steve, and his company's called Steve's Dank Pipes. And he basically just makes wooden pipes, and he puts glass bowls in them, as well as these cool little windows. There's all different types. He's very particular about his wood choice. So when he finds a particular piece of wood, he's always looking for the patterning, because that patterning or the lines inside of a log or whatever, he uses that to make his art. So cool. I've always liked these since I rediscovered him. He actually is a Lenape high school graduate.
Hey, yeah. Lenape High School, nice.
I think we're similar in age, so
that's awesome.
But yeah, great gift, guys, and that will be fancy, right? Somebody opens that, they're gonna be like, ooh.
And not to mention, like, so there's these ones by the Lenape grad, and they're beautiful and stuff like that. I love the wood with the glass pipe with the multiple holes in it and all that. Like, that thing, and swap it out later, whatever. It could last forever. But there's also, even for around the same price, like other almost unique pieces that they have at the Scyfli. So it's not just like, oh, you got your bargain bin bowls. Like, they got nice bowls. They got expensive bowls. So, like, it's not even just the wooden pipe. You know what I mean? They got lots of other options that are unique and beautiful and done by artists, I think, that you know and have connected with over the years. Or whatever.
Yeah, the pipe category obviously is the largest category. Yeah. The store was the reason I opened the store, because of my love of pipes. So
here goes another one. Did we already show these ones at some point?
No, those are no.
Made of a literal tree.
These are actually made by a local guy. There's he's another local woodworker, and in his spare time, he churns these out.
Wow.
So it's
they're a bit phallic. And now that I'm holding them in front of me, like,
most pipes tend to be a bit phallic.
True that. True. Yeah. Well, there is. That's.
I have to say that every now and then, because there's always the person that comes in. This looks like a penis. It's like, well, they're innately kind of phallic. I don't know how to tell you. Yeah. You need an end that you can inhale from, and an end to put the weed in.
Phallic, of course, meaning penis-ish.
You think our audience didn't know what phallic
they probably
means?
do. They probably do, actually.
There's
I just wanted
to. There's a subreddit called Mildly Penis, where it's like random things that kind of look like one, and then people post them.
Reddit is just, whatever niche weird thing you're into, you're not alone.
Like, that was so freaking mildly dick. # mildly dick online. Not IRL, but online.
Alex is developing a spate of characters, guys, and every now and then he tries his voices out. But the funny thing is, he just brings them out so randomly. It's hilarious.
I guess I've always done that. I never heard it explained like that. That put it in perspective.
No. The randomosity is part of it.
But I do all the voices.
Is randomosity a word?
The random stistosity, I think it is.
I'm a little high.
Randomness? What is that, though?
I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. I think either one. In those situations, I think any one of those works.
Yeah.
I hate when people try to be like, it's this. It's like, whoa, it could be both. There's no official one.
I think that is it for under 50. Yeah. So now we're going to end. No, we got two more categories, actually. We got under 100. And
nice. Step it up a little.
We got a couple items. The Ooze Titan, which is this guy here.
Which we reviewed last week.
Yeah, we broke that out last week. We can't dab on camera because nothing will get finished. I'm already kind of high.
Yeah.
But you know what I like about the Volcano, man? It's a good way to really measure your high to exactly where you want it.
That's
right.
useful.
With dabs, you're getting all the way high, right? There's no halfway, right? But with the Volcano, I can keep going until I'm exactly where I want to be.
And it's steady, and it's like,
it's a much more gradual process getting high with the Volcano, and we should probably just pump it up again. I don't see why we're not doing that.
Yeah, no, agreed.
So, wait a minute.
It's interesting. It feels clean too, like it's nice. You know what I mean?
It's a
nice.
very clean feeling high because you're literally just inhaling what
the vapor.
You're not inhaling
the
all
real
the other
vaporizer concept, because everyone's like, oh, it's just a vape. Like that was the whole thing. It's better than smoke because it's just a vape with e-cigs, with everything. I got my e-cig, literally with everything.
Yeah, but, with vaping flower, I really think this form, with vaping the actual flower, is probably the safest form of inhalation there is around cannabis. Because the truth of the matter is that inhaling warm air like we do and will do over a lifetime is not necessarily good for you, right? And inhaling warm air or even hot air continuously, it can it can scar your lung tissue. It can cause issues. So that's why this is a better option, right? It's a better option because it's simple and you can control the temperature. I can turn it down if I'm concerned with that. I can inhale slower if I'm concerned with that. So it just ends up being a really good option, even though I was supposed to be talking about the Ooze Titan. I just started talking about the Volcano again.
But it really is just such like I don't know, it's good in that way. It's like because you can get, people often, I feel like, get overpoweredly high. Like, you know what I mean? Like, unexpectedly, they're overpowered by it. And it's like, you're like, you don't want to
It can suck. It can suck. Being too high can
especially for beginners. And
it can be a really unpleasant experience. So that's why I think the Volcano is a really good measuring stick.
Yo, my mom told me that, I'm so sorry if I don't think my mom will ever watch this, but
I hope she does.
She took an edible one time, for like, she hasn't smoked since probably she was my age, but she like said that she froze, like she fossilized. That was the word she said, and it's funny to me because she doesn't speak English like beautifully because she's an immigrant,
right?
So just the use of the word fossilized really was really funny. Just imagining just being fossilized.
I know that can happen. I told the story of my ex who was like, we took edibles one day over the pandemic because we were like, oh fuck it, we'll watch Tiger King and take edibles, and it's pandemic life hashtag. And so she got so, like, I was nice, I was cool. I was watching the movie. I was in the zone, right? In the proper flow, edible zone. In the flow state. I was in a high level edible zone.
Right.
She passed by that edible zone and just went into something. She was like, this is weird to say because it's weird, and I wasn't like this, but she was like, are you gonna kill me? Like, are you gonna kill me, Alex? I was like, what the fuck?
Like, that sucks being in a room with somebody like that.
I know. I was just like, ooh, that blew my shit a bit.
Yeah, because now you have a potential manic, crazy person next to you.
Like, ooh, like, why would she say that? Like, what do you mean?
Why would she say that?
She's like, yes, you are. You're gonna kill me.
Oh no, you gotta take her home.
I promise
you.
No, one time I got so high that I literally felt like I had a spiritual experience with Buddha, and I'm not even religious in any capacity.
That's because it probably happened. Okay, first of all, that's how you connect with the gods. It's through substances.
It's a big missing piece of. There I go. It's a big missing piece of history. I feel like it's like the humankind's interaction with hallucinogens and stuff. Like it'd be like the shamans, like we would talk about on this show, all the kinds of stuff. But
no, listen. I think there's something to that altered mind state. It helps you. I think it could help you tune into frequencies where you could hear all this shit. But like DMT,
my antenna.
Oh well, DMT.
Yep, DMT. I hear that happens. I hear about how there's something they talk about with DMT. There's a specific entity.
Cthulhu.
No. In during a DMT trip, there's something that everybody says they see, and it's is it elves? I don't know. Look it up. Look it up because it's definitely really cool. Gotcha. And my computer's dying, so we're just gonna have to flip this closed. And wait a minute. All right, let's finish this up, guys.
Yeah, might as well. finish this baby.
Akira, you can still see the overlay, right?
Yes.
Okay, so never mind, guys. We're okay. We don't have to speed up. Akira's got us.
All right. So we just did under 100. Oh, you were going to talk about the Titan.
The Titan.
And then you got sidetracked.
And then I got sidetracked. Okay, so the Titan, great device. It is for dabs, right? And it is for the pro dabber among you, right? Because a lot of the issues with going from a dab rig to a pen, most people don't like the amount of vape you can get from a pen as compared to a dab rig, right?
They want more. It's less than a dab rig would be. They want more out of it, right?
Well, they want a more consistent hit, right?
It doesn't deliver as much.
It doesn't deliver as much as consistently as a dab rig.
It's not as powerful as raw dab rig is.
There you go.
As a rig.
Exactly.
Something called a rig is powerful.
And
it's a rig.
The reason that is because
an oil rig.
The dab rig the dab rig takes a lot of heat. It retains a lot of heat, right? The dab rig. So when you put your dab in there, if the pen isn't able to reach the same temperature, it's not going to be as potent per hit, right? So the ooze here gets really hot and it can sustain that heat for 30, 40 seconds, whatever you set the timer at. So it is pretty much the best under $100 vape pen for dabs I have ever come across. Wow. I can easily say that, and I've been here since the first dab pen. I've been here, so
they're pretty weak in comparison to these.
Oh, it's night and day.
Yeah,
it's night and day. The early ones would we don't even have enough time to go into how
should do a retro
crude
devices
they are.
Episode.
We can do a retro devices, sir, because that stuff is all lost to history at this point if somebody doesn't talk about it. Yeah. But anyway, that is the best option for a dabber under $100. They will not have seen it because it's very new. So find one of those if you can.
This is a Scyfli exclusive.
What about the Verge?
The Verge
is that also $100?
Well, that's over 100.
Oh, over.
Okay. So click the over 100 right. Overlay.
Now these have always been. I should say these have always been fascinating to me as well because dry herb vaporizer, right? It's just where you just take the thing, throw it in there.
Well, it's like a Volcano, but miniature.
Okay.
Right. Same principle, right? The thing about the Volcano is that it's a forced air vaporizer. Forced air meaning that there is a fan in here that forces the air through the little capsule on top here. And that is pretty much the main thing about the Volcano that sets it apart from everybody else. That fan in there and the consistent vape you're going to get from the balloon. Yeah. The Verge, however, which is also from Ooze, by the way, guys. I started testing the Verge probably in January this year. I was recovering early this year from my surgery. If you guys are familiar with me, I had back surgery. This time last year, I was getting ready to have a major back surgery. So I spent the first 3 months of the year laid up in my room, absolutely driving my poor wife crazy. But that has nothing to do with this. But we needed a vaporizer because I wasn't going to be able to, move around and everything. So I had to have something kind of on my bedside table, and this is what I used. It has a digital display. It's got a 0.5 gram oven. You can set the timer on it for however long you want. Like if you want a 10-minute session or a 15-minute session, you can set it to wherever you want to. It's got a bunch of different colors.
Full color OLED display. It says pretty.
Would you say this is kind of like the PAX? Yeah, like in a way.
Yeah, it's very similar to the PAX. The PAX, is smaller. Yeah, but it's also a drier vape. The thing about the PAX is the oven is hard to access and fill, right? It's not a very quick and easy process. Have you used the PAX before?
I have used PAXs before, yeah.
So
good friends of mine have different PAX devices, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it's bottom loaded, right? So you have to pop the bottom off, move the bud out, put new bud in. It's just, for me, it's a pain in the ass to load a PAX.
Okay. And they're expensive. They're quite expensive, right?
Yeah, they've come down a lot. Like I think the cheapest one is like $130 or so.
That's the mini, right?
Yeah,
the
the
new
Pax
Mini.
Mini. And that's going to be the competitor to the Verge, the Pax Mini. But the Pax also requires a fair bit of knowledge about what all the blinking lights mean.
Yes, right.
That is why I'm not as big of a fan, because it's got different colors, different number of lights.
When it buzzes twice, that's when you don't start hitting it, but do think about when you're gonna hit it.
Yeah.
Well, when it blinks 3 times, that's when you pull and stop if it buzzes twice and blinks
Well,
once.
I only bring up the
exactly
Pax
right.
because a lot of your customers, at least a few years ago, were older people that would always ask about the Pax and always usually get recommended the Pax because there was like really nothing to compare it to.
Yeah.
But now, if this is top loading the Verge,
Yeah.
so yeah,
It's
that's definitely easier for older people too.
Big easy oven.
There's actually a pretty
The
good
easy bake oven.
I just wanted to say oven. I love the use of it. It's got a big old oven.
Yeah, well, the half-gram oven is, I think it's larger than the PAX. The PAX does have a smaller oven, so the thing about it is if you're a heavy user, the PAX becomes a bit of a pain in the ass because you're not going to get high from one oven. You got to probably pack 2 or 3 to get through it, so when you reach a certain point, the PAX is a little difficult to be consistent with, so you'd upgrade to something like the Verge or the Volcano.
Or the Crafty. I have the Crafty.
All Stores and Bickle products are actually good.
The Crafty Plus. Shout out to the USB-C. Fast charging.
USB-C has changed the vape game, guys, because now everything charges in an hour rather than 2 or 3. Or actually, it was more like 5 or 6 back in the day with all this.
For one of these?
Shit.
Oh, well, this is
Well, no, not this one, but I'm just talking about batteries in general. Yeah. USB-C has saved us all as a society more time.
Nice.
So Stores and Bickle products in general, guys. And you cannot go wrong with a single product from Stores and Bickle. This is my Mark Sanders seal of approval. Stores and Bickle.
Graphic.
German smokeware in general. Student Glass, the ones that made
The Stubenglas.
the Stubenglas.
The pineapple one.
Yes, the
From the Dabisode.
yes, from the Dabisode.
Previous Dabisode.
I friggin' love that company. So if you want to get your partner, friend, family member the best gift in the world for a smoker, you cannot go wrong with either of those companies. So is that the end of our list?
German engineering.
Besides the Volcano. Oh, we didn't talk about the grinder.
Oh, the SLX grinder. Okay, guys. So grinding, guys, there's a grinding has been the same for a while, right? There's not much to it. You got your blades, you got your material, which is whether it's steel, aluminum, titanium, whatever it is. This year has seen a fair bit of new styles of grinder.
Yeah.
The SLX it's been around for a while, so it's not new, but it's a ceramic coated grinder, and it basically the whole point is that it can move very smoothly without a lot of resistance.
That's the problem with grinders; they get gunked up over the years. In the summer months or whatever, it becomes worse, because it's all moist in there.
Well, that's the moisture from the plant tends to collect on the rims, inner and outer rims of the grinder, and that really slows down your turning, and it can eventually just seize it up. So the SLX has a non-stick surface, right? And you can actually clean it with hemp seed oil so that any buildup you do get can be removed with hemp seed oil. There's also a lifetime warranty with SLX grinders. Wow. They not many companies that do lifetime warranties in the grinder space, but this guy who I've been dealing with for a while now absolutely will fix anything if it's something that he's responsible for. Cross threading, any of that stuff, he will take care of. Wow. So yeah. So that is the end of our holiday list, guys. So what's everybody's holiday plans? What's your plans for the rest of the month?
I think families coming to this area from various parts of the country and stuff like that.
So you guys are hosting this year?
Yeah, my family will be hosting. I don't know if it'll be. Yeah, my family will probably end up hosting. I
miss those days.
Yeah, that'll be nice. A couple of relatives.
My family My family is a little smaller. My nuclear family, like here, it's in Jersey. It's my wife, my mother, my stepdad, and then my brother, and then sometimes my nephew. But I married into a really big family, so I do
Cowboys fans too. These people.
Yes,
Yeah.
my in-laws, these people.
I don't mean. Cowboys fans.
You talking about Cowboys fans? No, I married into a huge family of Cowboys fans. These people love me to death. So that's our Christmas tradition. The one Christmas tradition that they have that I would.
Don't say this. You're going to cause a rift in your.
Am I going to cause a ruckus?
Yeah, do not.
I'm going to say it
ruckus.
anyway. I'm going to say it anyway. This is mother-in-law. I love. First of all, Regina, I love you. Kendra, I love you. You two are responsible for the pajamas. Every year, guys, we take a pajama pic on the stairs at my sister-in-law's beautiful home. We all line up, and the pajamas are pre-picked, so everybody's wearing the same one. And we line up, and we just look good. And if you guys are really good, and I mean really good, I will find one of these pictures for you. And you have to promise that you don't show it to anybody else after you see it, okay? But my in-laws love taking pictures. They're a beautiful family.
Well, what would really be
blessed?
That's beautiful. What would really be though, like the thing to up the stakes is if you show the video after where you guys all sing like "Good night, good night."
We don't do the singing in unison.
Okay, got you.
Thank God.
Just the stairs and the matching pajamas.
Just
and
the
everything.
stairs and the matching pajamas.
That's funny. That's cool.
But yeah, I spend Christmas generally over there. Some years we do a Pollyanna. I don't think we're doing Pollyanna this year, but because we're not doing the Pollyanna because we went to the Bahamas in the summer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
well, that's a good.
We went to Atlanta, so everybody had to spend a lot of money. So
I'm due for the Caribbean soon. Yeah, coming up.
I can always do vacation, man. Akira, what's up with your Christmas vacation?
I don't even know.
Yeah, she's not going anywhere. The doctor says she can't go.
Yeah, I have to get surgery.
So, Akira, we are here for you to help you do nothing because you have a husband, not a husband. You have a boyfriend and a dad. They'll be taking care of you. But if you want, like, I don't know, to play video games, you can call on me.
No, we're gonna have a paint party. We're gonna paint little minis.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Wow, nice.
And
intricate paintings of
you guys don't know this
lenses.
about me, but I have a miniature studio where I paint my Warhammer miniatures.
Little brushes, big lenses.
Slightly nerdy. Maybe one day I'll do that. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us for our little Christmas, well, not Christmas, holiday special here. I mean, whatever you celebrate.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. I think we're going to have one more episode to close the year out. Like I said early in the episode, we're going to kind of review things, do a where we're at, and we'll talk about what we want to do in the future. We'll read some comments. Not that there were a lot of them. But
oh man, I can't wait. I haven't looked.
We definitely want to give a shout out to the people that have kind of commented and given constructive criticism because there have been a few. So
really nice. Okay.
There have been a few.
I've been like not too scared to look. I'm just like, oh, I don't know if I can handle that.
No,
let me watch it.
I know what you mean. I'm too scared to look sometimes.
I have to look.
Yeah.
And then I tell him to look.
Yeah. Well, that's why you manage it. Because
I'm the
Have
producer,
people been
baby.
rude? Like,
No.
dude, what are you doing with your teeth? Oh no.
Yeah, it was.
What's my teeth like?
It was your mom.
My mom did watch one of these. Unfortunately, the dabisode. I was like, don't watch it just watch at the beginning of the dabisode. Don't finish till the end of the dabisode. Just the beginning. We'll pick a different one.
These two have been a riot today, guys. As you can see, I think we'll make Akira always smoke from now on when she produces. Yeah. But enjoy your family and friends, and enjoy the rest of 2024, guys. It has been a crazy year for me personally. A lot of personal growth, a lot of physical healing. So wherever you are and whoever you're with, I hope you guys are enjoying your holiday. Alex, Akira, thank you for your time tonight.
You're welcome.
Happy holidays to you too. Alex is just high, and
high.
and it's great. As you can see, he's like a cat on a hot tin roof, but with a blunt. Good night, guys. We'll see you next time.
All right. Happy holidays.
Peace.